Hey, good morning, guys. This is Matt Rivers coming to you from Philadelphia, PA, with today's blog post on the seduction of complacency. And I was actually listening to Tony Robbins this morning as I was, getting ready to start today. And I was also reading a book by Robert Kiyosaki. Said, what's the title of that book? Says, if you want to be rich and happy, don't go to school. And that just sparked this subject matter for this morning. And I just observe the way things are going on around my life, the people that I around most often, and just people in general. And I look at the way folks lead their lives, whether they're intended to be in that position or space in their life at this time, at their age, or whether they're just going through the motions, because hey, everybody else is doing it, at least I got a job. And I think we become complacent. It's pretty fascinating to see and to watch. How we go through life. I mean, we go through school because that's what we were taught. We got to go to school, which I agree. We got to get some education under our belts, get a good education, so we can then go on to college possibly, and then get a good job. And as I gotten older, it's my belief that what we've been taught, what we've been groomed to do, is really just to become workers. Worker bees. Just follow the status quo. Just don't rock the boat. If you got a job, do your best at that job so you can stay long term and retire with what? I don't know. It depends on the industry. Okay. You know, I just don't believe school, the way it's set up, the system that we're sending our kids to today, is worth it. I think it's failing our kids, it failed us because it didn't prepare us for the future. Now, of course, with the incoming of the internet, several years back, a lot of information has become available to us, and a lot of us are making different choices and different changes, and making different, career moves, and just life paths in general. And I think that until that happened, we were all just kind of like just going through life with no real direction. That's just me personally. That's just what I see. That's what I feel I see, and I decided to do something different. I decided that corporate America wasn't for me. I decided to go on and become an entrepreneur. I decided to be a business owner, not really understanding anything about being an entrepreneur and business owner, but I knew that there was something better. September 2013 was the best month I've had financially online. I'll end this pretty soon, but I just wanted to kind of get my point across that we can continue, down that same path of drudgery where we're getting up to go to work to earn a paycheck every 2 weeks, to have a vacation once or twice a year. That you really can't go on vacation. I mean, you're going over to the next state to visit grandma, but you're not like traveling the world and really vacationing. Where there's no concern about money, that kind of thing. You're more concerned about, okay, how much am I spending on this vacation, because I know I got X to pay for when we get back. I got rent coming up. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about living the life of your dreams versus just accepting what's been handed to you. And it's become more apparent to me that it's by design. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I just think there's something wrong with the system where so many people are dependent on their jobs and are just 90 days away from being homeless. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. There's a very small percentage of people that are very wealthy, rich even, and the other 98, 7%, whatever it is just making do. Just surviving, hanging out with our friends, and going out occasionally, and having a little entertainment, like with the movies and stuff like that, but no real living, and at least the way I think of living. Lifestyle is important to me, freedom is important to me, and working a job just isn't going to do it, point blank. And I think all of you can agree with me on that. So, what is this seduction of complacency? Well, as we've gone through life, we've just accepted the way things came at us. We latched on to certain opportunities, to get a little bit better, a little bit ahead in certain areas. But for the most part, most people are still just 9 to 5, just doing what they do. And they've got lulled into the sense of security, the sense of complacency where, we think we're doing well, we're supporting our families, but really, are you living the life that you deserve? That's my point. I venture to say not, in most cases. So what can you do? I mean, you have choices. I mean, but God's given us free will. If you don't believe in God, infinite intelligence, the universe, the great spirit, whatever you want to call it, there's more to life than what's been dealt, the hand that we've been dealt. We just have to shuffle up the deck and choose a different path and go after it. Click the link below this video to learn more about, how you can actually change your family's financial future for the better. All right, guys, went way long in this video than I wanted to, but I wanted to get my point across that the seduction of complacency is upon all of us, and I was subject to it too. And even today, I still get sucked into it, complacency. But you got to snap out of it. You got to go do something different because let's face it, retirement will be not good. If I look at my mom's and her generation, I don't know anybody who's really wealthy. I just don't. Not in my family, and I don't know any of her friends that are wealthy. Why is that? Well, I'll leave that up to you to decide. But okay, guys, this is Matt signing out. Talk to you guys later. Peace.